Hey folks, and welcome back to Bangkok. This will be the fourth and final episode in the little Bangkok mini-series that we've been working on. We had 3 episodes prior to this. On the previous episode, we went out and learned a little bit about health insurance and got that all wrapped up. And we were just getting back to the hotel where we relaxed and took a little siesta. I guess that choice of words will have more significance later on in this episode. But after our little nap, we decided to go out for the evening, and first stop is going to be Nana Plaza. I've not been there, so we'll go and see what that's all about. We'll go do some other things. We'll have some food, and let's just get into it.
So we come down to Nana, see what it's doing. We'll get something to eat, get something to drink. Should be lots of choices.
So our first stop was right down here on the left. It's a place called Big Dogs, and it's kind of right at the entrance where you go into Nana Plaza. And I was a little bit surprised at the price of the drinks down here, price of everything. But it is Bangkok. But still, V ordered a som tam to eat. She was a little bit famished, but I saw this taco place over here, which was very intriguing. There's V's som tam, 130 baht for that, almost probably 3.5 times as much as it normally would be from a street vendor or something like that. But we had a good time in here. I lost some footage in here. Just got deleted right off my hard drive. Not sure how. I spent the whole day trying to recover it, but we had a good time with these ladies. And despite the prices being high, we did get it at happy hour, so that saved us a little bit. I think it was still about 120 baht a bottle.
So, I just found out there might be a reason that the drinks cost more here. This place, the rent per month is over 500,000 baht. So over $15,000 US per month. That's a big nut to crack. So it's a prime location, so they have to charge more. I guess I kind of get that. It's just a little bit of a culture shock coming from Pattaya, 50, 60, 70 baht a drink, and here 90, 100, 120, 150. So it's a little bit different. Big city, everything costs more. If you're going to live in Bangkok, you have to have more money. That's all there is to it. Everything costs more. It's just a premium location. Premium locations, things cost more.
So yeah, I about fell off my stool when I heard how much the rent was there. But they had a second place upstairs and some rooms and stuff. But still, that's a lot of money for a month. But we wrapped up our happy hour and went across the street.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to get tacos. Right over here. Bye-bye, bye-bye, Khop Khap. Right over here. Taco. Okay. I love me some Mexican food. V likes Mexican food as well. They don't have any business right now, but that's going to change. I'm going to get some tacos. Taco, burrito. I like.
So we'll get all ordered up here. V wasn't that hungry because she just ate that som tam across the street, but we got some tacos, had to have a plate of nachos, and then I figured we could force down a quesadilla. So we got several things and had a couple beverages too.
Can't wait for this Mexican food. Really pleasant surprise. I wasn't planning on that. I know I wanted something to eat tonight. I was just going to get Thai food. I thought there would be more street vendors here, but there's not a lot. And what they have is mostly the meat on a stick and just stuff that I'm not really interested in. But when I saw Mexican food, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, it's a no-brainer. I just had to have it.
So yeah, this is basically just kind of a glorified taco stand. They have a little awning and a couple chairs and tables for you to sit at, but it's kind of a mobile stand right here at the mouth of Nana Plaza. So we will wait for our food to come out, and then we'll take a good look at it, and then we'll dig in.
Nachos got the nice crisp bite that you expect, and the cheese is a little off, but they all are. The cheese is never right here, but I think for everything what I've had here, this is probably as good as anything I've had here, if not better. That goes great. It's just what I wanted. And they've got jalapenos. I've been to places that don't have jalapenos. Jalapenos here they're expensive, they're a little bit rare. They're definitely the pickled or jarred jalapenos, but if you're lucky to get any jalapeno.
Yeah, the owner here was super nice as well, and I wanted to let her know how much we enjoyed it, and I just invited her to have a drink with us, which incidentally, this may be one of the cheaper venues to get a drink out here. I think it was only 100 baht a bottle here, so I mean right across the street it's going to be 120 during happy hour, I think 150 or more. But anyway, we really enjoyed this. It hit the spot.
It's about what else is out there, what else is available. It's a good steak, it's a good meat. It's a good crunch. Oh, okay.กินเบียร์นี่ bro. ชน
So across the street, it looks like the plaza is now open for business. When we first came here this evening, it looked like they were just setting up, but now with our bellies full, I was curious to go over here and go inside and see what's doing.
So we've come inside Nana Plaza. It's not very it's not very happening in here, but there's so many places, 3 floors. This is all new to me. Soy Cowboy was the big place, Pat Pong was the big place, so I'm a newcomer here, but it's interesting. So we'll just have one final beverage and then call it a night.
Yeah, I remember passing by here in the evenings way back when, and I did see lights on in here and things going on. It just hadn't got or gained the traction and notoriety that it has nowadays. I think this probably started sometime in the 80s, but it took years to really build up some kind of notoriety without the internet. Back in the days before the internet, the only thing you heard about so much was Soy Cowboy and Pat Pong, and nobody really talked much about Nana, even though they were starting here. So glad I finally got to come and see what's going on. Although with the situation going on here now and no tourists, there wasn't much going on. I'm kind of surprised they're even open, to be honest, but it was nice to come in here and see it, I guess.
Plaza. Okay, bye-bye.ขอบคุณครับ
So yeah, I guess I was maybe a little disappointed. There wasn't a lot going on at Nana, but we came back to the hotel and it was still kind of early and we wanted something else to do. So we decided to come up here to the 56th floor. You can take the elevator, I think, to the 55th floor. Then you're walking, and they got this rooftop bar and lounge and restaurant up here. And this is known as Crew. Now, I did see another sign that said Red Sky Bar, but they may might just have different names for different sections of it. There is a place you can eat. There's dining up here, and this had just fantastic views, spectacular views of the city, which I'm probably not going to do justice to in this video, unfortunately. But we got a little table here, and we each ordered a mug. Now, we asked what kind of drinks they had. They said they had this on special, Singha Draft, and they gave us a little tiny bowl of peanuts each to eat. That was nice. But I was actually more interested in just kind of milling around and seeing the views up here, and it was a fantastic place. It was very interesting. You felt like you were on the top of the world. The air quality was good up here, a little bit of a breeze up here, and maybe even a little bit cooler. That might have been my imagination, but it was nice. It was a beautiful evening up here. Now, what you're going to see in a minute, though, may be hard to look at, but I've got to show you anyway. We'll take a look in a second, but I think that's where you can eat down there. But this is probably worth coming up here for the views. I don't regret really coming up here. We had a good time up here. But after I got done milling around, I went back to the table, and V had ordered another drink, so we had 3 in total, and then the bill came. And there you go, total of 1,129 baht. That includes tax and service charge for 3 glasses of beer. So, yeah, you're looking at almost $35 US for 3 little mugs of beer and a handful of peanuts. So the next morning, it was time to leave the big city, but there was a couple things we wanted to do before we left, and I wanted to go to a clothing market, and V wanted to see a little bit of Bangkok on a canal boat, so we decided to go ahead and do both. That was interesting. We were packed like sardines in there for a couple stops, then people started getting off. But hey fella. Meow. Meow. We're gonna walk around and see what else it's doing. Finally a place that's exactly like I remember it here at Prap Thun Nam Market. I used to buy a lot of clothes here. Clothing, that kind of stuff. They had other stuff too, but clothing seemed to be a specialty. And they're closed right now. They don't know it's early in the morning, but this is exactly how I remember it. It's kind of dark, kind of dank. The ground, the floor, the street, whatever you want to call it, full of these like manhole covers type deals. All the vendors just right along these little pavement areas. I don't think this place has changed in 30 years. The roof might be a little better. I seem to remember a lot more leakage, but it's not raining, so maybe if it rains it'll leak. But some things stay the same and some things change. Used to come in here and buy silk shirts, Thai silk shirts. I don't see as many of those anymore.
They were big, they were huge back then. Got them in quantity, 100, 150 baht if I got them in quantity. Of course, you could sell them for almost 1,000 baht in the US. But they seem to have kind of gone away. It used to be these stores in here were loaded with them. Racks and racks of them. I just walk around and see who would give me the best deal and who had the best sizes. Finding the larger sizes was always a little bit of an issue. But I remember getting lost in these places, not being able to find my way out. More than once. More than once I'd get lost in this Pratumnang market space. And you got different exits, and you come out somewhere where a different place where you came in, then you really get lost. Unless you know your way around, which I don't.
So yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that the area outside and all around the market here in Pratumnang is drastically changed, but the market itself, I don't know, feels like the thing that I remembered. All the halls, the endless halls and corridors and different shops of clothes. Probably still one of the best places in town to buy clothes, I would think. I don't know of any bigger, but other things that don't change are maybe ourselves. I still enjoy coming here. I still enjoy looking around, and I still enjoy trying to talk a deal.
So a little early morning clothes shopping. I guess it's time to get back on the BTS and head it home. Pretty nice trip. Couple days in the big city, but I'm ready to go home.
So there you go, a 4-episode mini-series in the can for Bangkok. I appreciate all the messages I've gotten from people suggesting places to go, different venues, restaurants to eat at, hotels. I've got a whole litany of suggestions written down, and there'll be subsequent trips, and I'm sure that list will come in handy. I'm sure I'll visit some of those places. But for this one, I'm going to leave it off here, and as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.